Welcome back to Running Games.
It's Callum.
And it's Darren back again. We are going to be unboxing.
That's right, the brand new Gundam TCG. So let's not waste any more time and get stuck in.
So let's go!
Okay, so we're going to be starting this unboxing in order. So this is Starter Deck 1, Heroic Beginnings. So first of all, the thing you're going to get in all of the decks is sort of like a quick, brief rundown of the rules, all on this sheet. And also on the back, you will have the playmat area, shows you where the placings of all the cards are during the game. Let's take a look. Another thing as well, each one of these decks will come with a single bonus pack, which will have a foil of any of the cards potentially in each deck. Wow, this is pretty tight. Okay, so let's take a look at Starter Deck 1. So we have 2 copies of Gundam, 2 copies of Gundam Aerial, 4 copies of Gundam MA form, 4 copies of Gun Cannon, 3 copies of Gun Tank, 3 copies of GM, 4 copies of Gundam Aerial Bit-On form, 3 copies of Demi Trainer, 3 copies of Zowart, 4 copies of Amuro Ray, I apologise for butchering the names, 4 copies of Saluta Mercury, 3 copies of Thoroughly Damaged, 3 copies of Kai's Resolve, 2 copies of Unforeseen Incident. Then we're going to get 3 copies of the white base and 3 copies of Astacacia School of Technology Earth House. Again, I apologise for butchering the name. Then you're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 resource cards, 1 X base, 1 X resource, and then you're going to get, these are the token cards. So these are 2 Gundam tokens, 2 gun cannon tokens, 2 gun tank tokens, and then these are the tokens for the actual game itself. Okay, then let's take a look at the bonus pack for this deck, which is Structure Deck 1. Let's take a look to see what we get. And we get the Gundam Aerial. That's really nice there. Some really nice texture on the foil.
Hello guys, so this is Starter Deck 2, Wings of Advance. So I'm gonna open this now to check what's inside of it. Let's see. Okay, so this is the leaflet. So we already discussed this earlier in the first video. And this is a bonus pack. Okay, so let's see what's inside of this. Okay, so let's see what we got here for the Wings of Advance. We do have here 2 copies of Wing Gundam. We do have here 2 copies of Talgis. I'm really sorry for the pronunciation. And let's see. We do have here 4 copies of Wing Gundam Bird Mode. We do have here Gundam Heavy Arms. Let's see how many copies of this. Okay, so we do have 4 copies of Gundam Heavy Arms. We do have here Gundam Sandrock. Let's see. 3 copies of Gundam Sandrock. We do have here Maganak. 3 copies of Maganak. So as I told you earlier, I'm really sorry for the pronunciation, okay? I'm not really sure what is the correct pronunciation. And we do have here Leo. We do have here 4 copies of Leo. Ares. Three copies of Ares. 3 copies of Tragus. Hero Yui. 4 copies of this. 4 copies of Zex Merkis. Right? So as I told you, please bear with me with my pronunciation, okay? And we do have here Simultaneous Fire, 3 copies of this. 3 copies of Peaceful Timber. 2 copies of Siege Poi. 3 copies of Saint Gabriel Institute. 3 copies of Corsica Base. And we do have here 10 pieces of Resource. And we do have here 1 X Base, 1 X Resource. We do have here 3 copies of Leo's tokens. We do have here 3 copies of Talgi's tokens also. And this is copy of token. Okay. Let's open the Wings of Advance bonus pack. Are you ready? Okay, so we do have here Tragus. It's a blocker.
Okay, so now let's take a look at Starter Deck 3, Zeon's Rush. Again, you're going to get the same leaflet, which is also the playmat. And you're also going to get the booster pack for the foil version of one of these cards, or an alternate version of one of the cards. This one seems a lot more easy to take off. Okay, so we're going to get 2 copies of Sinanju, 2 copies of Shah's Zaku 2, 4 copies of Angelo's Gira Zulu, 4 copies of Gears Zulu, 3 copies of Gaza D sleeves, and 3 copies of Dra C sleeves, 3 copies of Zaku 1, and 4 copies of Zaku 2, and 3 copies of Gauf, I think you say that. 4 copies of Full Frontal, 4 copies of Shah and Zenobel, 3 copies of Indignation, 3 copies of Close Combat, 2 copies of the Blue Giant, and 3 copies of Relula, and 3 copies of Falmel. And then it should be 10 resource cards, 1 X base, 1 X resource, and then 3 Shah's Zaku 2 tokens, and 3 Zaku 2 tokens, and then the tokens for the game again. And then for the bonus pack for Zeon's Rush, if I can open it, of course. We get a Gaza D sleeves.
And lastly, this is starter for Seed Strike. Let's open this, guys. What kind of cards do they have? Okay, guys, so let's see what's inside of this Seed Strike box. And we will post also our game using these cards so that you will be able to see. And also we will do the live on TikTok and play these games. So we do have here the bonus pack and leaflets. We don't need to open the leaflets because we do have that already earlier. Let's see. Okay, so let's see what's inside of this card. So we do have here 2 copies of Isle Strike Gundam, Aegis Gundam, 2 copies, Strike Gundam, which is 4 copies, Mobius Zero, 4 copies, Mobius, 3 copies, Strike Dagger, 3 copies, Aegis Gundam, MA Mode, 4 copies, Jin, 3 copies, Miguel's Jin, 3 copies, Kira Yamato, 4 copies, Atheron Zala, 4 copies, Striker Pack, 3 copies, Hawk of Endymion, 3 copies, The Magic Bullet of Dusk, 2 copies, Archangel, 3 copies, Visalius, 3 copies, and we do have here the 10 copies of Resource. We do have here 1 X base, X resource, and we do have here tokens, 2 copies of Isle Strike Gundam, 2 copies of Launcher Strike Gundam, 2 copies of Sword Strike Gundam, and also a token. Okay, let's see what we got here for the bonus pack. Okay, so we do have here the Magic Bullet of Dusk. This is the main in action. Stay tuned for the next one. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for our YouTube, and you can follow us also on TikTok, okay? At Running Games 21. Thank you so much.
Yo!